What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Opulent here, and what I want to do for you in this video is I want to show you guys how to generate $70,000 in a week utilizing mobile traffic. Now, I know it sounds like an outlandish claim, so don't worry, I'm actually going to be showing you guys proof, and I'm going to be showing you guys with just one of my businesses how we're able to generate over $70,000 in a week in a 7-day period, averaging about $10,000 a bit more per day. And I want to show you guys exactly how you can go out there and absolutely crush it utilizing mobile traffic, because bar none, mobile traffic is one of the biggest opportunities right now. Now, if you haven't really kind of caught on to, you really want to start really focusing a lot of your attention on mobile traffic, because it's really scalable. It's very cheap in comparison to desktop traffic, and it's something that if you can master, you can literally print money. But big income disclaimer, obviously I can't guarantee any income. I can't guarantee that if you start utilizing mobile traffic, you're going to be profitable. Obviously it does take some hard work, it does take some skill, and it does take some knowledge for you to be able to monetize anything, okay? So guys, I'm going to show you guys proof right now. Stay tuned for this video, it's going to be value packed. It's your boy Mr. Opulent. I'm going to see you guys in a sec. Okay, so first things first, what I do want to show you is I want to show you proof that we are actually doing $70,000 in a week, okay, in 7 days, utilizing mobile traffic. Okay, so I know it does sound like an outlandish claim, so I want to show you proof just so you can see that this is real. So let's put time and date into Google. So you can see it's 12:50 a.m. Sunday, 7th of May 2017, and I'm in London, United Kingdom. And you can see it says British Standard Time. So the report that I'm actually going to show you is actually in Eastern Standard Time, so it's 5 hours delayed. So it still may show May 6th, okay? So let me actually just show you the last 7 days right here. So let's press the last 7 days, and it's going to refresh. And as you can see, the majority of traffic that we are generating, okay, now the majority of traffic that we're getting is mobile traffic, okay, in this business, okay. So we have multiple businesses, but again, I'm showing you guys this just from one subset of our business, okay. So you can see that iPhone traffic, we generated $40,000, okay, in the last 7 days. Android traffic, we generated $25,000. And iPad traffic, I still categorize iPad traffic as mobile traffic, but we generated $4,730, right, in the last 7 days. And Chrome is, sometimes you can have Chrome on some of the mobile devices, okay? So, I mean, the majority of our traffic, as you can see, is mobile, okay? So let me just show you guys right now the total of this, just so you can see that this is real time. And you can see that this is actually real. So iPhone, let's just add this up. So iPhone, 40,812.50. Add 25,000 for Android plus 25,716.25. And let's do iPad as well. So plus 4,730. Okay. So you can see it's $71,000. Okay. So it's a bit over what we said of $70,000 in 7 days with mobile. Okay, so guys, you can see that mobile traffic, I mean, you can get a lot of mobile traffic these days. It's very scalable. It converts extremely well, and it can make you tons and tons of money. Okay, honest to God, we focus the majority of our time on mobile traffic, but obviously big income disclaimer. I'm not saying that if you run a mobile campaign tomorrow, you're gonna start seeing results. I'm showing you guys exactly what's possible for us, and just know that this does take dedication, does take knowledge, and it does take a certain skill set, okay? But you can see that right now we've been able to generate over $70,000 in 7 days utilizing mobile traffic. Okay, so welcome back, and what I want to do with you guys is show you how to run high volume mobile traffic campaigns, okay? So guys, when it comes to mobile traffic, you really want to focus in on 2 targeting options. And the 2 targeting options that you want to focus in on is iOS as the operating system and Android as the operating system. Now, yes, I do know there's way more operating systems out there, like for example on feature phones, right? But when it comes to smartphone technology, and when it comes to really honing in on the best quality demographic, people that have an iPhone, right? Or maybe an iPad, so all the kind of iOS operating systems, and people that have an Android are typically people that if you were to target, you have the better quality than targeting something like a feature phone, for example, like one of these old school Blackberries or Nokias or Sony Ericssons, okay? So the 2 main things and the 2 main operating systems that you want to really hone in on is iPhone, not really iPhones, but iOS, okay, and Android, okay? Now, even if you're targeting Android versus iPhone on the campaign, you may not have gone deeper. And there's a lot of variables that you can go very, very deep into that can make or break a campaign. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean. I'm gonna give you guys a live demo as well to show you guys exactly what I mean and how to really flip a campaign from break even into something that can be very, very profitable for you by really honing in on the intricate variables that can really, really make a difference. So some of the variables that I'm making reference to is, for example, the internet service provider or the carrier. So for example, when you get a phone, especially on a contract, sometimes they have to check your, I think even for most phones, they have to check your credit. And sometimes some phones might be harder to get approved for than others, okay? Some cell phone company carriers, okay? Now, let's say for example, just for example purposes, if, I don't know, Verizon had a pre-qualification that you had to make at least $30,000, right, in order for you to be able to get approved for the line of credit to get a Verizon phone, compared to T-Mobile, where the average income could be $10,000 to be able to get a T-Mobile phone, then you know by targeting Verizon, you might have a wealthier demographic with more disposable income that might be able to convert in terms of better quality for the offer that you're promoting. Okay, and oftentimes you're going to find that different carriers, they're going to convert differently. There might be different data speeds with some carriers versus other ones. So for example, in the UK we have EE, and EE as a carrier, I believe that's one of the fastest networks. So it might be a case where your pages just might load very, very much. They can load much faster on EE versus I don't know, maybe T-Mobile as an example, okay? So there is going to be a lot of discrepancies and a lot of differences when it comes to internet service providers and carriers, especially if you really dig deep into your campaign. And again, I'm going to show you guys that in this video. Also, a device type, okay? So you might find that tablet might convert better than smartphones, or you might find that smartphones might convert better than tablets, or you might find that smartphones might outcompete feature phones, okay? So what you want to do is you want to make sure that within your tracker you measure this, okay? You want to be able to measure the device types that convert the best for your campaign, because you can then optimize your campaign around that. Also, you want to be able to focus in on the device model. So for example, like with Android, I mean, even with iPhone, there's so many device models, and you might find that, I don't know, an iPhone 7 might convert way better than an iPhone 4, or you might find even an older version of a phone might convert better for an offer than a newer version. And you want to be able to track this and go in depth and go really, really, really deep into your data to be able to identify the best models, the best devices, okay, that can produce you the best ROI for your campaign. And also when it comes to mobile as well, you really want to be able to dig deep and then be able to identify maybe if Wi-Fi converts better than you or better for you than cellular data. Okay, so that's going to be somebody actually on the mobile network, browsing the internet on the mobile network as opposed to connected to Wi-Fi. And you have some traffic networks that allow you to target these options. You have some traffic networks that allow you to target by ISP, that allow you to target by device type, that allow you to target by device model, that allow you to target by either Wi-Fi or just mobile data only. And the great thing is, once you can identify what's the most profitable within your campaign, what kind of elements are the most profitable within your campaign, you can then go to a traffic source and just target those options, okay, and modify your bids around those options, which is a fantastic thing for you to do if you want to be able to really do high volume mobile campaigns, okay? Now, the key to mobile traffic is being able to identify the profitable targeting segments and being able to remove or lower your bids with the unprofitable segments. Now, the reason I said remove or lower your bids is because I kind of follow a traffic-like philosophy where I compare my EPC to my cost per click, and EPC basically stands for my earnings per click, how much I earn for every single click, and my cost per click is how much I'm paying for every single click. Now, just simple logic dictates that if I'm earning more per click than what I'm paying, I'm gonna make money, okay? And if I'm earning less than what I'm paying, I'm gonna lose money. So my very, very simple methodology in the way I look at campaigns is, let's say, for example, if I can see that my earnings per click is higher than my cost per click on mobile data, but on Wi-Fi it's lower, then all I'm going to do is pause, right? Or I might be able to lower my bids, right, to be able to get my cost per click lower than my EPC. And if I can do that, I can be profitable. So you want to always make sure that you always look at the option of possibly lowering your bids for a certain subset of targeting options where you might still be able to get traffic at a lower bid, and it might be able to make you profitable as opposed to just cutting things out completely, okay? So here's what happens when most people launch a mobile campaign. On day one, they might launch a campaign targeting iPhone and Android, okay? And during the process, by day three, they're collecting data and they're at a negative 50% ROI. Then by day five, they pause iPhone traffic and then they might just keep Android running because they see within their reports that Android is converting the best for them. And then right now they're at negative 20% ROI. Then by day seven, they get stuck and then they realize they don't really know how to optimize the campaign further. So they pause the campaign. And oftentimes I see it where people don't have a big kind of difficulty launching the campaign or even getting it to the point where it's even close, right, to being able to break even. But what people have difficulty with is being able to turn that break-even campaign or a campaign that's losing a little bit of money into one that can be wildly profitable and wildly scalable, okay? So my whole goal for you right now is to show you not only just how to launch a campaign. I mean, I can show you how to launch a campaign, that's easy, okay? But my whole goal for you right now is to show you when it comes to mobile, the mindset that you want to have when it comes to mobile specifically, and what you can do to be able to turn campaigns from break even or losing money into ones that can be wildly profitable for you, okay? And how to go past the scenario of losing money into being able to make money with your campaigns, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys a live demo of a campaign that is pretty much breaking even, and I want to show this to you because I know that a lot of people that are running campaigns right now on mobile, they're at this point where a campaign might be losing a little bit of money or might be making a little bit of money or breaking even, but you don't know how to take it to the next level where you can really scale up and really do massive amounts of volume, okay? And I want to show you guys that in this specific video. So what I'm actually going to do is head over to my computer. And you can see that this is one of my tracking accounts and this is one of the campaigns that I'm going to give you guys an example of, okay? So within this campaign, we're mainly targeting iPhone, okay? So the operating system that we're targeting, that we're getting the majority of our clicks from is iOS, okay? And we're targeting iPhone specifically, we're not targeting iPads. Now within this campaign, you can see that we have spent 7,900. This was a campaign that was in the red initially, but we did a few tweaks to be able to get to pretty much the state where someone's breaking even. Well, it's making a bit of money, but nothing too considerable. So right now with this campaign, we spent $7,916 and we made back $9,356, okay? So again, what I love to look at and my main focus is concentrating on two variables, which is my cost per click and my earnings per click. Okay, my cost per click, which is how much I'm paying for every single click that goes through my tracking link, and my earnings per click, which is how much I'm earning from every single person that clicks on my tracking link. Okay, so it's basically total revenue divided by total amount of visitors. Now you can see that there isn't really a big spread. Okay, there's a very, very small spread. I'm pretty much making 1 cent per click that for every single click that happens to my tracking link. I mean, it's okay, but I really want you guys to be able to understand that this is where a lot of people are. And I want to show you guys how to go deep into your data and be able to identify how you can really scale this campaign and be able to identify where the real profits are. Okay, because we can see we're getting a lot of conversions, we're making some decent revenue, but we want to be able to max out the profits the best way possible. Okay, so again, we're targeting iPhone. Now what I want to do is I want to dig deep because again, like I said, the variables, right, within mobile are vast, and a lot of the times if you're just targeting iPhone, there's a lot of variables when it comes to an iPhone. There's different device types, okay? There's Wi-Fi versus no Wi-Fi. There's different ISPs or carriers, and all of these things, they could either be very, very unprofitable or very, very profitable. But because you have all of these elements basically going against each other, right, and all being combined, basically that's going to kill a lot of the profits that could be within your campaign. And even if you could just focus on just removing a lot of the things that might be killing you, you might be able to just turn a campaign from break even into profitability. Okay, and that's a process I call pruning. So what I want to do is I want to dig deep and I want to really focus in on where can I really drill down in my reports, and where can I really look in my reports to be able to see the variables that could have a significant difference if I could focus them and have the highest earnings per click, especially with volume as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to be able to view the ISPs or carriers. Okay, and we're going to see how things play out. Because again, this is where a lot of people stop. They might kill the campaign at this point. They might say, you know what, this isn't worth it. but I'm going to show you guys how to dig deep into your reports and be able to get the real juice out of it. So we're going to give it a second. Hopefully my computer does not start moving slowly. So we'll give it a second. Okay, perfect. So you can see right now that this report has shown us, right, the different carriers that we're getting traffic from. Okay, so these are all the pretty much cell phone carriers that people who have iPhones are on, and you can see the different results that we have from all these different carriers. And again, like I said to you, maybe it might be speed that might be the difference as to why a carrier might convert better than others. Maybe it might be disposable income, because maybe there's a more student or more strict, more prudent, I mean, like kind of credit process or credit checking process. Okay, so maybe, for example, you might see that there's people on one specific carrier that might have more disposable income, okay, than another carrier, which is why they might be able to convert better for the offer. Okay, there's loads of different reasons and loads of different variables, but we can see this right now. We can see that Comcast cable, right, it lost us $142. So that could have been another additional $142 added to our campaign if we just paused Comcast, okay? T-Mobile, we can see that this carrier, it made us $644, okay? Time Warner Cable, it lost us $216, okay? So you can see right now that different carriers, they hold different weightings, okay? So what I want to do for you guys is, again, I like to focus on two core metrics, and I want to put this side by side. So I'm going to pull up the cost per click, okay, right here. And we're going to pull up the earnings per click as well for each of these carriers. So you can see for yourself the power of this and the power of going this deep when it comes to mobile campaigns. So let me put the earnings per click next to it. So again, for the overall campaign, we're bidding 9 cents and we're earning about 10 cents per click. But I'm going to show you how powerful it is to be able to look into carriers. So you can see right now, okay, and this is how you make decisions when it comes to CPA. You don't make emotional decisions. You look at the data and make decisions from that point. So for example, Comcast Cable, right, we're bidding 9 cents. Our earnings per click is 7 cents or 0.079 cents. So it's almost breaking even, okay? So this is my traffic light philosophy. The way I see it is, if I can see that I can get volume on something, but it's something that's close to my EPC, okay? So for example, my cost per click is close to my EPC. It's losing a little bit of money, but it isn't dire, okay? What I might want to do is I might want to see if I can then take this carrier and take it into its own campaign and just bid lower. Very, very simple. I would want to see if I can take this carrier, Comcast Cable, because it's quite close, because we're losing about 12% of our money right here, okay? But you can see there's a lot of volume. We have 13,000 visitors, okay? So what I want to do for this specific campaign is I might say to myself, yes, I can pause Comcast Cable, but that's going to also reduce a lot of traffic that I'm getting. And the trick to being able to do higher volumes with mobile is not always by deleting stuff, but by lowering and adjusting your bids with the stuff that can still bring in volume so you can still see profits. So what I'll do is, now we've got some data, is I might try and make something called a bid bucket, okay, which is going to be a collection of carriers that I would want to take into a new campaign with a lower bid. And campaigns that have a high EPC, I'm going to continue running it, and I might even increase my bid, okay, and I might have it into its own campaign where I might increase my bid, okay. So for example, T-Mobile, we can see we're bidding 9 cents, but we're earning 17, almost 18 cents from this, okay? So we're pretty much doubling up, pretty much doubling our money from here. So what I might want to do with this campaign is I might want to take it to its own campaign, right, and just target T-Mobile. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. It can be very, very simple. All you have to do is load up your traffic network, and I've just loaded up an example traffic network right here, okay? Go to advanced targeting, and again, we can see from our tracking reports that we're bidding 9 cents, our cost per click is 9 cents with T-Mobile, and the earnings per click is pretty much 18 cents, so pretty much 70.9 cents. So all we need to do now is just focus on targeting iPhone, so operating systems, we'll just do iOS still, okay? So let me find that, mobile, iOS, add, and mobile carriers. All we need to do is now navigate to T-Mobile, which we can see right here, under mobile carriers, and we can simply just target this carrier. Very, very simple. I mean, that's the decision-making process. I mean, it's not that hard, and this is exactly what we do to be able to run high volume traffic campaigns, and it's by being able to make these kind of decisions. Okay, so we gather data. First of all, we might not be profitable off the bat. I mean, you can see we spent a fair bit amount of money to be able to gather this data, but now we have this data. Now it's going to become really juicy, because I can then move to multiple traffic networks, and I can maybe start buying T-Mobile traffic because I know this is a carrier that converts well, and I might be able to find different placements with different sites, okay, or different targeting options on different traffic networks or different geographical locations that might do well, okay, with this specific carrier. So again, if it's close to my EPC, I might lower the bid. So instead of bidding 9 cents, I might bid 5 cents, and automatically I'll probably be doing, I don't know, maybe a 50% return on my money, okay? I might, even though these are small numbers, like these are small marginal decreases or increases, this can make a difference in between a campaign losing money to a campaign making money, okay? And I might group these carriers that are very, very close, okay, to my EPC, okay? So instead of making like one campaign per carrier, which would take a lot of time, I'll just group them. So an amber light situation is where it's close, right, to my EPC. A red light situation is where I would kind of consider it not to be close, so probably anything that's within a 30% range, right, or lower, I would group that as a red kill. Okay, so for example, Time Warner Cable, I mean, you can see that I'm losing over 30% of my money right here. Okay, so I see this as a red light situation where I'm bidding 9 cents and I'm earning 5 cents or 0.058 cents. So for me, I mean, I'll categorize this as a red light situation. So you know what I'll do? I'll just probably pause it. I'll probably go to my targeting options and I'll pause this carrier. Okay. Something like AT&T Uverse. If it's within the 20% range, what I might do is I might still group it with Comcast, okay, or group it with Verizon, right? So you can see Verizon as well is within the 20% range. And again, this is just my preference. You might be able to adjust this personally for yourself. So I might group Verizon and Comcast into a cable, and I might bid 5 cents for both of them. And if I bid 5 cents on Verizon and Comcast, yes, I might get less traffic, but I'm gonna start becoming profitable, okay? So T-Mobile, you can see right now I'm bidding 9 cents, I'm earning 17 cents, killing it, okay? So I'm gonna definitely target T-Mobile for this specific campaign. Let's say, for example, Sprint PCS, you can see that with this campaign, I mean, we probably spent about $500, okay? We made back $1,338, and we made an $864 profit, okay? We're doing 182% ROI, okay? But these are all like nice numbers, but the main thing again is cost per click, earnings per click. So Sprint PCS, we might become aggressive. We might want to get way more traffic, right, from Sprint PCS. So I might even group this into its own campaign, right, with T-Mobile, and I might bid something higher, like 13 cents. And I'm still going to be profitable on T-Mobile, and I'm still going to be profitable on Sprint PCS. But this might get me way more traffic, okay? So this is like a green light situation, okay? And I want to ramp up as much as possible. So again, we want to categorize these things. We want to put things into different buckets, into bid buckets, according to the cost per click and earnings per click. If it's within the 20% range, okay, or maybe 20 to 30% range, then I might categorize it as an amber light situation. If it's below 30%, then I might kill it. And if it's above, right, 30% range of my earnings per click, then I might want to put it in its own category and ramp up and increase my bids, okay, or increase my frequency caps, okay? And I'll simply go down the list of carriers and I'll simply do that. I'll simply do this decision-making process, grouping carriers and making individual campaigns. So for example, Sprint PCS, I mean, we might go into our traffic network and I might just target Sprint, okay? Sometimes they might not be called the same thing, but I might want to target Sprint, okay, into its own campaign as well. So, okay, you can see Sprint, T-Mobile on iPhone. We have the data. We can see it's killing it right now. The cost per click is 9 cents. Earnings per click is pretty much 18 cents. With Sprint, cost per click is 9 cents and the earnings per click is 25 cents. And very, very simply, I mean, when it comes to bidding, we can simply just select cost per click, right? Or even CPM if you wanted to. And then we can bid, I don't know, even 12 cents and we know we're going to be profitable. Okay? Very, very simply. And again, if you can do this, decision-making process, this is how you're able to turn the campaign from losing money into making money. Okay, you simply come through the list. And again, if we were to just look at profitability, we can see and sort things by profitability. We can see that there's going to be a very small subset of carriers that's really making us the bulk of our money. And then the rest of them, I mean, you don't have to do it for every single carrier because it can be a bit tedious. But if you just focus on the 80-20 rule and you just focus on the big subset of carriers that's making you the most money, they can go out there and absolutely crush it. So we can see that the main carriers for this campaign that's making us the most of our money is Sprint PCS, T-Mobile USA, and pretty much AT&T, okay? And again, we can pretty much target these carriers by pretty much going to our options of our traffic network, right? And being able to target like AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and absolutely crush it, okay, on mobile. And then if you guys do this, this is exactly what you need to do to be able to flip campaigns into ones that can be very profitable, and stuff that, and elements and variables that you might dig into a campaign and find that might be an ambulant situation. Don't just always cut it. Always think, can I make money from this if I lower my bids? And if you go with that kind of mind frame, guys, you can go out there and absolutely crush mobile. And this is what I do. This is what my team does. This is what my students do. And if you guys apply this into your life and apply this into your business and apply this to mobile campaigns, I definitely think you can get a massive amount of results, especially on mobile, okay? So again, I know that this might have been a lot of information for you guys, but this is exactly what we do to really hone in on mobile and to do some decent volume with mobile. And if you guys like this kind of content, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm actually going to be categorizing and kind of grouping all of these inside scoop videos, because I know I do a lot, and I'm actually going to be creating a free gift for you guys, which is a free training area that's going to include all of the inside scoop videos, okay? So very simply, there should be a link somewhere probably below this video. It might be in the description box, or it might be somewhere below this video, so check my description box or check somewhere below this video. But it's going to allow you to sign up for a completely free. Again, I'm not charging anything for this. This is my way of giving back to you guys. So I know there's a lot of BS out there. There's a lot of people that quote unquote call themselves gurus. There's a lot of people out there that teach, but they don't have the results. But what I want to do with you guys with the inside scoop is really show you guys what's working from somebody that's really making the money, okay? So guys, right, you've seen my results, you've seen my proof, you know I'm the real deal, and I want to give you guys a completely free gift, okay? And all I want you to do very simply is, if you like this kind of videos and if you like this content, just simply share it with your friends, okay? Make sure we can get the word out. Make sure that if you know somebody who might be in the CPA niche or might be running traffic to the Shopify stores, because this applies universally, it's not just for CPA. If you know somebody that's struggling with paid marketing, just share this video. Okay, just let them know about this and let them know about the inside scoop, because again, this is going to be completely free. Okay, I'm not going to be charging anything for these training videos inside the inside scoop training area. And all you need to do is click on the link below. Okay, you're going to get sent to a form like this. Put your name, email address in, create a password, select your country, and press register. And you're going to go to a training area that's going to include the inside scoop videos, and I'm going to be releasing them. I don't know how frequently I'm going to be releasing them, but there's going to be some private ones as well, just for the members. There's going to be just loads of different content and little tidbits about not only just CPA, but building a business online, having employees, having staff, managing people and whatnot. So everything that I'm learning, I'm trying to give back and just give you guys the game, okay? So guys, hopefully you found this valuable. Make sure you click the link below, sign up for the inside scoop training area. If there's somebody that you know that might benefit from these videos, make sure you share this. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So it's your boy, Mr. Opulent. Hopefully you got a lot of value from this. You might have to watch it a couple of times, but this is exactly what we do to be able to go out there and crush it with mobile. And if you really focus on digging deep into your campaigns, if you really focus on targeting the right variables when it comes to mobile, okay? If you're really willing to be able to take maybe a small loss to be able to find out that, you know what, Sprint is killing it for me, T-Mobile's killing it for me, AT&T's killing it for me, that you can make the money back in abundance on the back end, because there's so much traffic available. It's very cheap. You can see it converts. And this is exactly how we can take a campaign on mobile from breaking even or losing money to being able to make lots of money, okay, by just focusing on your earnings per click and by focusing on cost per click. That's it. Don't be focused on click-through rate. Click-through rate, you see how I didn't speak about that in the video? It's irrelevant, okay? You can see, for example, right, T-Mobile has a 15% click-through rate, Sprint PCS has a 14.9% click-through rate, but you can see that our earnings per click is way higher on Sprint PCS. So don't believe all the rubbish that a lot of people tell you when they say, "Oh, focus on click-through rate." It's irrelevant, okay? A high click-through rate does not mean higher profits. You've seen this right here, okay? Sometimes having a lower click-through rate might give you a higher EPC because it might just convert better, which you can see with Sprint PCS. And I mean, I'd rather take profits all day rather than click-through rates because you can't take click-through rate to the bank, okay? So hopefully you guys have got a lot of value from this. Make sure you really lock in. Go out there and crush it with mobile. It's the biggest opportunity right now. And I definitely feel like if you guys can even apply a little bit of this information, obviously income disclaimer, I can't guarantee any kind of results, right? I can't guarantee any kind of income, but I definitely feel like you can get massive amounts of results, okay? So again, register for the Inside Scoop, okay? They're going to be free training videos. The link's going to be below. And it's your boy, Mr. Opulent. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.